Hey, what's up everyone? This is Drayko the Psychic here, and today get we've been given a new set that's gonna be in this Discord's uh yeah, he said it was gonna be on Sunday. So yeah. Very weird intro indeed. That's off. We can check that off the list. Now we can get on to what we're actually supposed to be doing here. So right now, this right here is the second set of the custom cards that Nosferatu has approved for the next set. This set is called. Let me see what it was again. My thing is like in the way of the Discord button. It's called the Monochrome Souls. Alright, so not Monochrome Souls. Let's do. Is basically a whole mishmash of spirit monster support, which I think is really cool. So the I believe there's like three archetypes in this whole set. Well, actually there's a Gravekeeper support. That's actually very surprising. We got a Tengu deck, which is really cool, made by I'm not going to pronounce that. I'm already too autistic for that. We got the Returners, which was made by Destroyer 1.9. We've got the Yokaina, made by Nosferatu. I can't see the name clearly. My eyes do not work. This is the extra deck right here. A couple of fusions and It's a mishmash of 3 fusions, 5 XCs, and the rest are links in this one. There's actually 2 up here, but I think this is where Nosferatu said that these are the cards that are pending, which mostly cards in the side deck are pending. So there's a lot to cover here. All of these are on the set. So why don't we get started with with what could be the most competitive deck out of this, the Returners deck. I've gone against this deck a couple of times, and it just breaks every board. Like, it's insane. Like, you thought all my decks were broken? This thing received, like, what? What is this? Maximus received, like, 3 nerfs. No, I believe 5. I don't know. I gotta check the Discord again just to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So I think right here, oh wait, I'm way up. Here it is. So same material now requires stepping stone fusion. Remove the target immunity. Okay, that was one thing removed. Slight attack lowering. There's another. Bounce effect removed. Yeah, that was removed. Yeah, that thing was insane back then. Extra normal summon removed. And also his art got nerfed. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, this deck received a lot of nerfs, and even for this, a one single monster. Then you go up to here, and then these guys also received another huge nerf as well as their traps. So the one one of the 2 nerfs they got was that they had their attacks reduced by 200, and the effect to tag out is only in defense position. But back then it was actually a OTK deck that was very consistent, and I believe Nosferatu said that OTK decks are not really meant to be very consistent. Because, you know, OTK decks, you gotta go through lots of negates that your opponent sets up for you, and then if you're able to break your opponent's board and OTK on that same turn, there might be a problem there. I'm just saying. So yeah, now we got a little bit of the more balanced versions of Returners. This is basically a Cyber Spirit deck, which I don't understand why it's Cybers. I guess he just needed an excuse for Signet mining. So anyways, all these right here are level 4 light Cyber Spirit monsters. All of them cannot be special summoned like all spirit monsters are, and they go back to your hand during the end phase. So each of them has an effect that activates on the summon. This one would add their traps, And another nerf is that the traps received a nerf as well. They are not safe. I believe there is also, yeah, I think this one got like a huge nerf. Yeah, once per duel. So you just negate that and you can't activate that. So, anyways, all of these are they're basically Magi Specters that on summon always search something. They're a Stratus for something. This one right here adds the spell. This one summons a level 4 from your hand or graveyard. And the thing to tag out does the same thing. V adds a trap. X adds a monster. And Z fusion summons, which I think that's pretty cool. We're just ditching the idea of polymerization, not super poly. We're just ditching the idea of super. I don't know why I keep on saying super poly. We're just ditching the idea of polymerization just to make monsters be able to fuse themselves. So yeah, there's a returner fusion spell and malfunction, which basically is a quick play spell. All the light spirits become dark, and they don't have their effects to return to the hand. And during the end phase of during his next end phase, banish all dark spirit monsters you control. So basically, Destroy 1.9 did that because it would make his monsters easy super poly targets in case your opponent likes to play fusions for fun. And then there's has another effect where you can return a returner from your graveyard to your hand, but that's apparently a once per duel effect, so I guess I can see why. And then let's take a look at one of his fusion monsters, which I believe is Maximus. This is the one that received a shit ton of nerfs. So all the fusion monsters pretty much have the same effect. They would just basically during the end phase return to the hand and then summons like a returner token. And for some odd reason this one has the gains effects. I thought Maximus was the one that got the nerf. Yeah, because he has 3,000. And he has like, wait, hold on. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't like working for me. So yeah, anyways, returners, break boards, OTKs, all in one fell swoop. Let's go, boys. Alright. Next one, I believe this is Nosferatu Zod's deck, and he made 2 decks actually. That's pretty interesting. So I guess we'll just take a look at the Yokaina one, because this looks pretty cool, and I think this is clickbait for all those lolly fans out there. So this is Yokaina Kaisho. If all monsters you control are fire monsters, minimum is 1, and none are beast warrior monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other card from your graveyard and activate one Graveyard of Wandering Souls directly from your deck. This card is sent to the Graveyard of Wandering Souls. Isn't that like the new what is it? Dual Overload card? I think I may have pulled that in a Dual Overload, or my friend has. I don't know. What is that? Yeah, it is. Wait, what does this thing do? If this card is already face up on the field. Okay. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle, you special summon 1 fireball token. And then if a monster in your hand is sent to the graveyard, you special summon as many fireball tokens as possible. You can only do it once per turn. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. If this card is summoned, you can banish 1 fire monster from your graveyard, or if you control Graveyard of Wandering Souls, you can banish 1 fire monster from your graveyard and instead send 1 Yokaina card from your deck to the graveyard. If another fire monster is special summoned, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. If this card is banished, draw 1 card. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. I guess it all revolves around this one deck. That's pretty nice. Alright, so I guess that's all the Yokainas are. They revolve around Graveyard of Wandering Souls. There seems to be a fleet. What Wait, hold on. Okay, Fleeting Temple, or Castle, I'm sorry. Um, I guess that's just a generic spirit monster. When this card is activated, you can discard one spirit monster, add one spirit monster with the same level but with a different name from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Um, Fleeting Festival. Is there like a fleeting archetype that I'm missing here? Oh, there's another Gravekeeper's card. I guess there's no. No? Okay. Let's see, when this card is activated, you can add one level 4 lower Spirit Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. Wait, can you add those, what is it? What is it? They're like weird Spirit Pendulum monsters that, came out of Extreme Force and got some weird support. I forgot what their types were, but they were spirits, and they were pendulums. Yeah, these three. Oh, you can't add them. They're all level 5. Why is there 2 scale 9s? Why is there 2 scale 9s but 1 scale 1? I don't know. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, so you can't search those monsters. All monsters lose 200. Okay. During your opponent's end phase, you must shuffle 2 spirits. This is not optional, or this card is sent to the graveyard. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send that target to the graveyard. Okay. So, pretty nice rotor right there. I guess that's for the whole Roaring Dragons, the Tengu deck that we have. In fact, let me just look at this Tengu deck right here. So, same effect as those spirits. This card is normal summon. You can add one Tengu Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except Tengu Dawn's Illumination. You can only use this effect of Tengu Dawn's Illumination once per turn. So this just like normals or cycles. This one sends a spirit from deck to graveyard, except the Tengu thing itself. Moon Mirages. Ooh, that art looks pretty cool. You can discard one, set a fleeting spell or trap. Oh, so this is where the fleetings come in. So the Tengus are actually related to the fleeting. But this Fleeting Flood doesn't look like a Tengu at all. What is this? You can banish one from your graveyard to shuffle one card from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. I guess, but I mean, it could screw up your opponent's follow-up plays. I don't know. Anyways, alright. So, Nature's Malevolence. Let's see here. This card is normal, so you can discard one card and target one card in your opponent's spell or trap zone, send that target to the graveyard. Then, if all monsters are level 4 or lower spirit monsters, you can draw one card. Okay, that's pretty nice. That actually could be generic removal in general, because like you just normal summon this, discard a danger to pop a spell or trap, and then danger would go off. If it's Thunderbird, you get to pop another spell or trap. It does get your normal summon though, so that's not okay, I guess. But this is actually a really good card. This is what happens when you ask for my opinions, guys. Okay, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Like, here's the thing. I was never really sent any replays to see how these decks work. I never even they were sent in the Discord, but I never even looked at them, because if I were to look at them right now and not see what their if any of their changes have been made, if any changes have been made, you're not going to see them in the duel properly because of they changed the card text. So at this moment, ooh, wait, I just realized something. Oh, never mind. Okay, for some odd reason wait, what? Is my thing like my thing is acting up. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. For some odd reason, it was just like showing the same Link monster. That was weird. Alright. Ooh, Necro Valley Shrine. Wait, isn't that already a card? Isn't that already a card, Necro? Oh wait, hold on. I'm not even looking in the right place. Okay. I thought there was a Gravekeeper Shrine card or something. I didn't know. Alright. Alright, so let's see. I guess the Tengus are just generic, like, if normal summon you can do this. Just being pendulums, you can just summon them back as many times as you want. But with the new Master Rule revisions coming out, pendulums don't matter because they're still nerfed. Alright, let's take a look at these two cards that the admin made. Alright, so same pendulum effect as all spirits. If this card is normal summon, you can shuffle up to 3 monsters from your opponent's graveyard into the deck, and if you do... Oh. Sorry about that. And if you do, you can add one level 4 or lower spirit pendulum monster from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Other monsters you control cannot be targeted for attacks. You can only control one during the... Okay. So, that's actually pretty nice. Getting rid of 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard, and then, you get to, add a spirit, you get to recycle a spirit monster, and then you destroy a card, all because you normal summon a level 8 monster, but I guess that's fine, it only triggers a normal summon. And it's a spirit anyway, so there's already a drawback to it. Next up, Shiro... I'm not gonna pronounce that, because I know that this guy is a grammar Nazi, and he's going to, like, fucking say... remind me of every single word I've said wrong in this video. And if this card is normal summon, you can shuffle up to 3 Speller Traps from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. That can actually mess up Sky Striker. So, and this one just draws a card and then bounces a card to the hand. Oh, and it has targeting protection as well. Okay, that's pretty neat. Alright, so let's take a look at this Roaring one, because it's another... Wait, why does Zod have 2 archetypes in this? Alright, this is just weird. Okay, so there's some Yokaina cards. So what's this one? This one was made by Crystalline. Oh, okay. I never talked to Crystalline personally myself, but I don't know. You just never get to talk to some people in the chat, in the Discord, like Cooper. When will we ever see Cooper's text or hear his voice? I don't know. Anyways, the Spirit in the Mirror. This is a normal trap card. This is a pretty... It's near psychedelic, but I'm not really as much... Not really psychedelic. So, if you control no monsters, reveal up to 2 spirit monsters with different names from your hand, then target the same number of cards your opponent controls to destroy them. Okay. And it has that NOC right there. I don't think Zod likes it when it says NOC, but I guess that's Zod just to approve it, just because it has that. Anyways, let's just keep on going. Okay, so before we look at the Dragon archetype, I want to talk about this card that was just recently approved from... this is my card called Same Rank Magic, a Star's Abrupted Orbit. I didn't make any spirit decks or any spirit monsters in my life, probably because I'm not really that good with spirits. The only thing I know is about Nikitama and Aratama with the Shino words. That's just pretty much it. So anyways, let's take a look at... So I want to talk about the card I made just to make a contribution to this set. So it's called Same Rank Magic, a Star's Abrupted Orbit. I know it's a long name, but just bear with me here. So, it is an equipped spell, and basically you activate this card by targeting one XYZ monster you control, and then you special summon an XYZ monster from your extra deck with the same rank and type, but with a different attribute, using the targeted monster as material, and equip it with this card. And Exceed summon, transfer materials. So the equip monster cannot attack, and if it leaves the field, and if this card leaves the field, send the equip monster to the graveyard, and it's a hard once per turn. So basically, I wanted to give a new meaning to like, exceed summoning. I did it with I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I wanted to be an equip spell just to be unique about it and put a little setback because you're just summoning another Xyz monster for free. Second, we were talking about how this thing can summon Sexel, and yes, it summons Sexel, but you still need to make that rank 1 warrior monster that's not light. And technically, you could just summon Zexal by using a Utopia monster and sending a rank up magic from your hand to the graveyard. This is basically nearly the same thing, except the one thing is that in order for you to summon Zexal, you would actually need to summon number 51 Lionheart, which is an Earth Warrior, and technically Zexal's rank is 1, so yeah. So after me and my friend were defending this card against Sod decided to say that there's no problem with it anymore since it's not as easy to summon Zexal as it is to easily summon it on its own terms. So, yep, you can use this in like some rank 4 decks. Might be hard to summon Castell or something. You could summon Utopia with it. I don't know what you got in your extra deck. But I really wanted this card to be approved just for my Revealing Light archetype, which, by the way, the next set is going to be a battle-focused deck, or set. It's going to be a battle-focused theme to the set, and where they're actually going to be taking into consideration of approving my friend Trey's Butter Spies. So, yeah. Anyways, now let's get back to some of those cards. We got some Yokaina's Link monsters over here. First, we got this Tengu Link monster. So we got Tengu Reborn of the Fallen Crow. Is this supposed to be like Tango? Is this supposed to be a upgraded version of Tengu Reborn? Or is it supposed to be called Reborn Tengu? I don't know. Anyways, if it's Link Summon, you get to send the Winged Beast monster from your deck to your graveyard. You contribute one other wind monster, then target one wind monster in your graveyard, special summon it. In defense, you can only use this effect once per turn, so that's pretty nice. We got some Yokainas over here. We got those liberal arrows right there. We got Yokaina Cubiko. I think that's, I don't know. I don't fucking know. So 2 fire monsters, including a Yokaina. Alright, so quick effect. You can target one Link monster in your main monster zone, move that target to another of your main monster zones, and if this card is co-link, you can banish one card from your hand, add one of your banished cards at the same time, monster spell trap but with a different name to your hand. If this card in your possession leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Link or Xyz monster from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Yokaina once per turn. Alright, so, that's pretty nice. You could actually recycle some stuff. In fact, I think, wait, let me look at the Yokainas. They're these, right? Yeah. Oh, they're all level 3. Is this Burning Abyss support, sir? Wait, they're all not spirits. Huh. Okay, this is a Burning Abyss support. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Let's take a look at another one. This one looks cool. No, this one looks cool because there's no image on where my mouse is. Cards this card points to cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can make the activated become your opponent selects and sends one card from their hand or field to the graveyard. What is it with this effect? Like, I'm seeing this effect on a lot of things, including the new generator monster, Hawar. I just don't know what's going on. What's this other effect? And this card would be destroyed. You can banish a fire monster from your graveyard instead. So it has protection. That's pretty nice. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Necro Valley. Oh, that's Necro Valley Shrine. I wonder what this new Gravekeeper support looks like. Let's just take a look at it real quick. So you pay 1,000 to special summon 2 level 4 Gravekeeper's monsters from your graveyard in defense position, but their effects are negated. This card's effects cannot be negated by Necro Valley. I was about to say, you're going to play a Necro Valley deck that locks out the graveyards. You better have something that says that this card is unaffected by it. So it's basically kind of like a heraldry, advanced heraldry art in a way, because it just negates their effects, and it's protected by 1 card. So you could literally make it. This thing is a 1 card exceeds provided graveyard setup isn't involved. And speaking of these Gravekeepers, let's take a look at Architect right here, because he doesn't look like an Architect at all. So you can discard this card, add 1 Necro Valley normal spell or trap from your deck or graveyard to your hand. This effect cannot be negated by Necro Valley. Okay, so I'm believing everything cannot be negated by Necro Valley right here. This is a continuous, so I don't know why you're adding normal cards only. Next up we got Gravekeeper's Healer. It's a level 4 dark spellcaster monster, 15 both ways. You can discard 1 spell card, add 1 Gravekeeper's monster from your graveyard to your hand, except Healer. This effect cannot be negated by Necro Valley. Yay! So, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at this, Roaring Dragon thing. So, let's see here. We got Roaring Dragon, Waning Seas. This is a hefty pendulum scale effect. Wait a second. Oh, I thought the thing had to be, you could scroll the text. So you cannot pendulum summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. If you have a Roaring Dragon card in your other pendulum zone, quick effect, you can return this card in your pendulum summon to your hand. Change 1 monster your opponent controls to defense position. Also, that monster cannot be used as Xyz, Synchro, Fusion, or Link material for the rest of its turn. Wait a second. Nosferatu Zod, I just noticed something. Quick effect cannot be a spell effect, because that's usually for monsters. And I believe, hold on for a second. Yeah, I just looked it up. This is a little incorrect problem solving card text error, because after looking at quick effects, there's no spells or traps other than the Weather Painters and some of the Phantom Knight cards saying quick effects, because quick effect is usually just for monsters as far as I can tell. So yeah, I mean, if you want to let us put if you're willing to allow us to put quick effects in the spells, then I guess that's fine. But whenever if I were to go against other people on Dueling Bug, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you know that quick effect is only belong to monster effects, right?" Okay. I guess we're not gonna look at this anymore. Let's see. Oh, we already reviewed that. Let's take a look at Journey. I seen this right here. When this card is activated, you can add 2 Worm Pendulum monsters from your deck to your extra deck. Face up. Other Roaring Dragon cards you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Wow. Alright. Timekeeping. Okay, that sounds interesting. It looks cool. Return 1 Roaring Dragon card and 1 card your opponent controls in the hand. Oh dang, that doesn't target at all. You can banish this card from your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there. Normal summon 1 Roaring Dragon monster from your hand. You can only use this, effect once per turn. Huh. So wait, the first effect is not once per turn, apparently. Okay, that's interesting. That's a returner card. Alright. Okay, this is one of the Yokaina spells and traps. Alright, so let's take a look at one of their spells, Yokaina Gate. If you control exactly 1 fire monster and no other monsters, target that monster, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Yokaina monster with a different name from your deck, and if you do, that monster becomes the type of the targeted monster. You cannot link summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except Yokaina monsters. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. It's also type changing, so I guess you can't make curious, lol. Yokaina Nensho, alright. I looked at this card first and I thought it had a secret rare foiling to it. Alright. So, send one fire monster from your deck to your graveyard, except a zombie monster. Wow. I guess that's hatred towards Shiranui's. Add one Yokaina monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish one trap from your graveyard. Add this card from your graveyard to your hand. If this card is banished, you can banish one card from your graveyard, except Yokaina Nenshu. Shuffle this card into the deck. You can only use each effect of Yokaina once per turn. You cannot link summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except Yokaina monsters. Alright. So basically just the Rhoda of the deck. Nothing too scary there. Oh wait, this is a Necro Valley card. Activate this by targeting one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon this card as an effect monster. I'm believing the attack and defense is that target's attack and defense. And it's also still a trap. Alright, before I keep on reading, the new Master Rules revision, I was actually told that whenever you activate a trap that summons itself as a monster, and if they say this is also still a trap, they told me that the spell or trap zone that it came from is no longer still in use. It's now vacant. You can put another card in it. I'm not sure if that's true. If it is, tell me in the comment section below, because I do believe that's a new rule and that could actually boost trap monsters' potential. So anyways, let's just keep on reading. If summoned this way, your opponent cannot target monsters you control for attacks, except this one. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it to add one Necro Valley from your graveyard to your hand. This card's effect cannot be negated by Necro Valley. I have Necro Valley on field. I think I might need to recycle Necro Valley. You just need to double Necro Valley your opponent. Alright. Okay, while we're on the trap subject here, let's take a look at the Returner's traps, the ones that got heavily nerfed. So, if you control a Returner monster, you target a face-up effect monster your opponent controls, negate that face-up monster's effect, and if you do, take control of it, and it returns the hand during end phase. Damn. You can only activate one Returner virus per turn. Wait. Oh my gosh. He actually took out the can be activated from the hand. Or was it Blockade that did that? Oh no, Blockade says that yeah, okay. So Returner Blockade is when a spell or trap card is activated, you reveal a Returner monster in your hand to negate the activation and banish it. And if you control a light monster, you can activate it from your hand. Okay, so here's the thing. I couldn't remember that there was there was a broken effect where if you control no monsters, you could activate it from your hand or something like that. And then they also did something else. I know the Blockade did something like it sets it to their field or something. I'm not sure. Alright, but yeah, these cards got like heavy nerf. Roaring Dragon Sky Temple. This is actually some amazing artwork. I feel like it's one of those that came from either a Nightcore video or or something. I don't know. Roaring Dragon monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. Negate the effects of your opponent's special summon monsters in the same column as Roaring Dragon monsters you control. If it leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, draw one card. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, next card we have is Dwindling Memories. Dwindling Memories is a normal trap with 200 attack. I don't know why I said with. If your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a spirit monster with 2,000 more attack, negate the activation, and if you do, shuffle that card into the deck. Alright, so it's a normal trap, so you can still respond to it. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this was sent there, you can banish this card to add a spirit pendulum monster from your graveyard, or face up extra deck to your hand. And it's a once that turn and only once that turn. Okay. Next trap we got is the Fleeting Shrine. Oh, this is for the Tengu deck, I believe, right? Yep. Oh my gosh, my mouse wasn't responding. Oh, we got some Yokaina traps as well. I almost forgot about that. When this card is activated, okay, it's Pendulums. Okay, let's just give out the short story. Opponent's monster declares an attack while you control at least two. You can set the top two, negate the attack during opponent's and shuffle two from extra deck or grave. Destroy this card as maintenance. If this card is destroyed by card, you can send the Spirit Pendulum from your extra deck to grave. Wait, who are these made by? Oh, the admin. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I almost forgot what it was. Okay. So let's take a look at the Yokaina cards. You can send one face graveyard of Wandering Souls. You control this graveyard to activate this card from your hand. At the end of the damage step, if a monster declared an attack, you can banish that monster until your next standby phase. Once per turn, you can target one face-up banish card and one monster in the field. Shuffle the first target, and if you do for the rest of the turn, the target cannot be destroyed by battle. Neither player takes battle damage. Any other player takes any battle damage from attacks involving it. Okay, that's a really neat defensive card right there. You might be pushed for game. You could just use Yokaina's Festival second effect. That's pretty cool. Next up we got the Yokaina Tamashi Takikiru. Kiru, I don't know. Discard one Yokaina card, shuffle one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard into the deck. If this card is in the graveyard, if Graveyard of Wandering Souls, is on the field, you can activate this card from your hand. Oh, that doesn't sound right at all. This card is banished. You can banish one card from your graveyard except Tamashi. Shuffle this card into the deck. You can only use one effect per turn. Alright. So, this is a very, very powerful trap indeed. Of course, you could just activate it from your hand if you do have that Graveyard of Wandering Souls. But I guess if it's going to rely on that one card, you could just MSC it, so that isn't going to be a problem at the moment. So, yeah. Anyways, we looked at a couple of the Link monsters, except this one. 2 Worm Pendulum monsters, lots of text. You know what my buddy said, the more text the better. If this card is special summon, you can special summon a Roaring Dragon monster from your face-up extra deck to a zone this card points to. If this card leaves the field, you can add one Roaring Dragon Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. While you control 2 Roaring Dragon cards in your Pendulum zones, you can Pendulum summon twice per turn? What? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's because they all have this restriction where you cannot Pendulum summon more than 2 monsters per turn. Okay, that's an actual pretty interesting card. Where is it? There it is. Being able to Pendulum summon twice per turn. That may sound very broken to y'all if you're kind of blind, but like I said, the restriction makes up for it. And this would actually be the second card that allows you to conduct a second Pendulum summon, and that was Zephyroth, whatever it is, that level 11 monster. Yep, here it is. A level 11 rock. This may be Nibiru. Let's see. Nosferatu, I'm just saying this might be the problem solving card text you would need to look at right here. After you special summon this card, you can conduct one Pendulum summon of a Zephyr monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your Pendulum summon. You can only gain this effect once per turn. There you go, Nosferatu. If you did not know that there was already a card out there that could allow you to Pendulum summon twice, this is what you get right here. So, yep. Anyways, Tengu Illuminations Emissary. Oh my gosh. 2 spirit monsters. This card is treated as a spirit while it's in the graveyard. You can shuffle 1 spirit, shuffle 1 card from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. Wow, this is something about shuffling cards from the graveyard into the deck. During your end phase, if this card doesn't point to any monsters, destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can take 1 spirit pendulum monster from your deck and place it in your pendulum zone. Okay. So it can destroy itself and then apply its effects. Alright, I guess. I guess that's fine. Winter's Eclipse. This looks pretty cool as well. Link 3, all arrows points towards you. This card is treated as a spirit monster while in the grave. If a spirit monster or monsters is no more special summoned to a zone, discard points, so you can target 1 card your opponent controls, shuffle that target into the deck. There's a lot of shuffling cards your opponent controls into this deck. I probably should have done this spirit thing myself. Like, jeez. During your end phase, if this card doesn't point to any monsters, destroy this card. Okay, so I guess all the Tengus have this one effect. And you just got Tengu Reborn. Yokaino Horoshai Dokuru. Alright. 2 level 3 fires. If this card is summoned, banish 1 card from your hand, or send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Quick effect. Wait, send 1 monster from your extra deck to the grave? Oh my gosh, you could actually tech, hold on, I want to see something real quick. If all monsters you control are fire, except a Beast Warrior, you can special summon this card. This could be like a 2-card combo right here. Because here, it actually requires 2 level 3 monsters, which are fire. So, I'm trying to think. If there is a way to make this card a 1-card engine, you could actually play it in ritual decks. That's all I'm trying to say. But you could also send cards like, Elder Entity Nts, and then you get to pop a card. You could send cards like Herald to, what is it, to get rituals. I just had a big yawn oof right there. You can send Psyframe Lord Omega, and you can recycle a card and itself. Just something like that. There's something to play around with. Quick effect, you could detach 1, then target 1 card in either graveyard, banish it. Then, if that target was a fire monster, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Horo Shah once per turn. Alright, like I said, there could be some level 3 fire testing people can do. If y'all find something, y'all can just put it in the comment section. Wait, there's also Tengu Xyz monsters. Alright, Spring's, I'm not going to say that. Summer's Immolation, I guess, I don't know. I have a speech impediment, yay! Anyways, 3 level 4 spirit monsters, that's actually quite hefty. This card is treated as a spirit monster while in the graveyard. You can detach 3 Xyz materials from this card, shuffle up to 4 cards from your opponent's graveyard into the deck, then you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. During your end phase, if this card has no Xyz material, destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you can add a level 4 spirit from your grave to your hand. I mean, what could be... Wait, no. If you put them as spirits, then they have to go back to your hand, so I guess that's why. This... Oh, I was about to say, you could, I was about to say, you couldn't, recycle that. I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of yawns, and that's probably gonna cut out, like a minute of this video. Anyways, this card's pretty cool. I guess I did good by, I guess I did not do good. Yeah, I did not do good by just letting this card be a thing. Although it does say different attribute, so all these scenes are win. Anyways, we're about to hit the 50-minute mark here on this video. If you guys like this, please hit that like button down below. Comment down below what you'll like to see next. Everyone that's in this Discord server created all these cards, and one of them created 2 archetypes. So I'm kind of wondering, can I post my Ghost Girls and the Revealing Lights in the same one? Or maybe the Chrono Maidens, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.